Hi, I'm Jane Craigie and I run my own media and marketing consultancy specialising in agriculture, food and rural affairs. My clients include the Oxford Farming Conference, ABP, BASF, Agravista and a number of other businesses in the sector. Today I'm going to talk to you about the do's and the don'ts of using the media. So that's radio, TV, newspapers and, if it's of interest, the trade press like Farmers Weekly or Farmers Guardian. And following on from me will be my sister Emma, who's going to talk to you about the do's and the don'ts of social media. The do's. So, do number one, why do you want to use the media? It's really important to think about why you want to use the media. If you're launching a farm shop, for example, you might have an event that you want to publicise. Or if you're campaigning about something that's important to you, so maybe you're a board member of the NFU, or you're an interested farmer in trying to change policy. Think about why you're doing it. So, do number two, who? Think about who you're trying to communicate to, as well as why. So with the local families you're trying to encourage to come to your farm shop, for example, who are they? And what sort of publications are they reading? Or what radio stations are they listening to? And do number three, which? Which is the best publication or radio station for you to reach the people that you're trying to speak to? It could be that it's your local BBC radio station or TV channel, or it could be that you've got a nice little glossy regional if you're trying to promote your farm shop like Cotswold Life or Sussex Life, or it could be that for your campaign the Farmers Weekly is the right place for you. So once you've identified which publications or radio stations you want to get in touch with, you need to think about who in the team at each of those publications or radio stations you need to speak to. So do a little bit of Googling and find out who it is that's the editor of the section that you're trying to get into, or that's the producer of the programme that you're trying to get onto. And then do number four, think about the story. So how can you make your story vibrant, interesting, engaging, and if you're campaigning, have a think about how the journalist might trip you up. For example, if you're campaigning to save glyphosate, the general public's not going to be that in favour of retaining a pesticide. So think about the questions the journalist might ask you before you engage with them. So, do number five, tell it. Tell your story. One of the best ways of doing this is the simple press release. And if you're doing a press release, think about what you want to get across and think of it like an upside down triangle where you have the most important things at the beginning. So for example, if you're launching your farm shop, we are going to be having a launch event for our farm shop on whatever date, whatever month, whatever year, and highlight what you're going to be doing at that launch event. It could be a fancy afternoon tea, focusing on the strawberries that you produce on your farm. Whatever it is, put the most interesting information at the top and put a bold heading on top of the press release as well to try and capture people's imagination. Do number six, do you need to spend any money? Well, ignore the fact that I'm a marketing consultant and I might say yes you do. But think about the quality and the impact that you want to have, and also the skills that you've got. Can you write? Can you take a good photograph? Can you do some nice design to go with that wonderful farm shop that you've just spent $150,000 on developing? So think about your skills. One of the most important things is to have a punchy bit of editorial. And to do that, you need to have a good, well-written, creative press release. And also some very good photography. If you've got some good, engaging photography, the journalist's more likely to print your story. Do number 7, always be creative. If you want to have impact, you've got to be creative. So get a good photographer who does some imaginative stuff. Engage a good PR consultant who thinks about what sort of story will carry and what will have resonance with the media that you're trying to target. Do number 8, keep it going. It's so easy after you've launched something and had your initial flurry of activity and you start getting busy, for example, if it is a farm shop, with the doing, with the running, it's easy to forget that you need to keep your communication going. It takes a long time for a message to sink in, so keep that dialogue going with your members of the local press and keep the dialogue going with your customers. And again, that could be via social media or via the press. Do number 9. So keep the creativity going, but importantly, evolve it. Don't churn out the same material again. And use the tools that are out there that are cheap and easy. So for example, film. So this film that I'm doing for you today is shot on an iPhone. Really simple, it's something that you'll have anyway, and the quality of it is really good. So think about the tools that you can use and also the channels that you can get it out on. So once you've shot a bit of video on your phone, you can post that to Instagram, to Twitter, to Facebook, and you can keep that dialogue going, and it'll cost you very little other than your time. And do number 10, one of the most important things in communication, especially with the media, is network. So if there's opportunities to go out into the community to network with the people that you're trying to influence within the media, do it. And don't just do it once, keep it going. So I've given you 10 really important do's, and hopefully you'll find them useful. But also there's a flip side. So what are the don'ts of dealing with the media? So the first don't waste money. I know I said that it was important to think about whether you needed to spend any money on your marketing and your media relations, but don't waste it on something that's fairly unachievable. So for your first foray into media, don't think that you're automatically going to get a really good full-length feature in the Telegraph. It'll cost you a fortune to try and achieve it, and it's probably very unlikely that you will do anything with that publication. Number 2, don't lose heart if your initial attempts don't come to anything. And number 3, don't just email a journalist. Get to know them, take them out for lunch, network at the same things they're going to be at. That relationship, once you've built it, will be invaluable to you. Number 4, don't trip yourself up. If you're communicating some difficult or uncomfortable news, for example, or if you had planning permission difficulties when you were getting your farm shop off the ground, don't put yourself in a position where you might say something that you'll regret. Number 5, something your mum always told you, don't ever lie. With the press, they will always find you out, so don't do it. Number 6, don't copy. Don't copy somebody else's story, don't copy somebody else's photographs, because you'll get into trouble. I've said it before, the next one is don't forget. Don't forget social media. It's free, it's active, it's interactive, and it's a great way of promoting what you want to promote. Number 8, don't be blinkered, and don't forget to look at what your competitors are doing, how the media that you're trying to target is evolving and changing and creating opportunities. And don't forget to remain interested in what your audience might be interested in. Number 9, don't slow up on your communication. It's really, really important that you sustain it. It does become more difficult. You need to try and remain creative using different media types and different channels, but keep creative and keep at it. And finally, don't number 10. Don't be nervous. It can be quite daunting talking to the media, particularly if it's radio or TV. If you are nervous, then do a day's media training. It can really help combat your fears and your nerves and make you perform better. So, that's 10 do's and 10 don'ts of using the media. I hope you've found it useful. If you want to get in touch with me, please do. You'll get me via Twitter @JaneCraigie. And the very best of luck with your course. I hope you enjoy it.